Hi, welcome to my new video. I am your host Arjun. Wow,
It's nanotech.
soon nanotechnology will play a vital role in near future and it will change the world around us. To master nanotechnology, we should be able to control nanomaterial. So, what are nanomaterials? Nanomaterials could be defined as the material with at least one of its dimensions in the range of nanometer. For scale, 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Nanomaterials are considered between 1 to 100 nanometer. Moving to our next topic, nanomaterials used in batteries. A battery is a device that converts chemical energy contained within its active materials directly into electrical energy by means of an redox reaction. One of the most fundamental technologies which most people take for granted are batteries. Without batteries, some of the most common technologies couldn't exist, such as mobile phones, laptops, and even the 12-volt battery that run the simple electronic device. In today's world, even aircrafts are also running on batteries. But today's batteries have short lifespan and constant charging discharging process slowly decreases battery capacity. Safety of batteries is also an important concern. Liquid electrolytes, which are prevalent in Li-ion batteries, can rupture the cell and even combust when overheated. The main drivers for research in battery technology are to find materials suitable for use as electrodes with high surface area as possible. This allows charge to flow more freely, resulting in higher capacity and shorter charge discharge cycles. Graphene is truly one of those technologies to get restore our faith. So, what is graphene? It is thinnest material on earth, 200 times stronger than steel, extremely light, and is the best conductor of electricity and heat known to man. These conductive properties are perfect for electrical applications. And also it is transparent and can be used to make truly transparent mobile. Pencil lead is nothing but graphite. Graphite is 3D arrangement of carbon atoms. When you change the arrangement of atoms to a 2D structure that is flat, we end up with graphene. Today's 3000 mAh batteries generally take 1.5 hours to get 0 to 100%. For this, graphene enhanced batteries it's 20 minutes. To achieve this, we need to use 60 watt charger. Though if we pump 60 watt charger to a regular battery, it will fry itself. The graphene batteries have also longer lifetime. Most phone batteries last around 600 charge cycles. The new graphene batteries rated for 1500 cycles for same capacity. To top it all off, it's safer than regular batteries because the cell generate much less heat and runs much cooler. This video is demonstrating limits of future battery. In today's world, there is significant increase in electric cars. Car battery pack is nothing but a group of lithium-ion batteries connected in definite pattern of series and parallel. By replacing it by graphene batteries, we can increase the range per charge 300 to 800 km and lifespan of 2 lakh km to 16 lakh km. Reported by Tesla, one of the leading tech companies. Moving to our next topic, nanomaterials used in photovoltaic cell. A photovoltaic cell, also known as solar cell, is an electronic component that generates electricity when exposed to photons or simply called particles of light. So, looking forward to today's solar scenario, the vast majority of today's solar cells are made from silicon. One reason for popularity lies in the size of the gap between silicon's conductive and valence bands. as the energy of most light particles is very close to the energy needed by silicon's electron to jump the energy gap. Theoretically, about 32% of light energy could be converted into electrical energy with a solar cell. So, efficiency is less than conventional methods. Solar energy absorbed by Earth's atmosphere, land and sea is around 3.85 yotta-joules per year. Well, just 1 hour of energy exposure is more enough than the entire world consumes in 1 year. So that's a lot of energy. Solar energy is a clean source of energy. Currently, we commonly use solar cells in home, solar farm, remote area places, solar street lamp, and it's one of the main component in satellite or international space stations. As the cost of solar cells decreasing year by year, there is a significant growth in solar cell production. In some countries, production of electricity is so high they are giving it for free and even some are paying for consumption. Solar cell technology is evolving day by day. On July 14, 2017, India launched world's first solar-powered diesel-electrical multiple train. This boat traveled across Atlantic Ocean only on solar power. And this plane also flew over the world using solar power. So, what can we expect from upcoming solar cells?
Perovskite has absorption coefficient that is much higher than the silicon cell. It can absorb all the incoming sunlight in a layer that is thinner than the human hair.
The cells are super light, flexible, don't crack like the traditional ones, and can work in artificial light. As they can be easily manufactured from readily accessible materials, production is surprisingly cheap. The printing method chosen by Olga Malinkiewicz is stable and reproducible. This offers the possibility of scaling the manufacturing process. The foil will prolong the life of batteries used in popular electronic devices. A mobile, tablet or laptop will charge even when exposed to artificial sources of light. Traditional solar cells will be replaced with technologically advanced foils tightly attached to the roof. They may come in a wide range of colors to match the building's design, providing the household with electric.
Foiling research is ongoing in solar cells by using nanoparticle. Solar cells made from single molecule thick sheet of graphene. This type of solar cell could produce up to 1000 times as much more power for a given weight of material than conventional solar cells. Solar cells made of graphene coated with zinc oxide nanowires. It will allow low cost at high enough efficiency. A solar cell that eliminates losses due to reflection of light. They use 30 nanometer thick gold nano mesh cloth with an active layer thinner than the wavelength of light. They found that this combination traps most of the light in the solar cell, increasing the efficiency of solar cell. Currently available solar cells made of nanotechnology are not as efficient as traditional ones. However, their lower cost offset this. In the long term, nanotechnology versions should both be lower cost and using quantum dots, we should be able to reach higher efficiency levels than the conventional one.